RevExpo Studio.
Welcome to another episode in our leadership series. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you our special guest, Linda Fisk. She's the CEO of Leadership Global, a multi-award-winning leader, keynote speaker, author, and university professor, dedicated to amplifying and extending the success of other high-caliber business leaders. She is leading a community of unstoppable women, enhancing their leadership blueprint and embracing their power to be the best version of themselves in work and in life. She supports and guides ambitious, creative women to move in the direction of their purpose, their mission, and their dreams, with powerful connections, critical support, practical tools, and valuable resources to show up, speak up, and step up in their careers and personal lives. Prior to this role, Linda was the CEO of Collective 54, successfully launching, growing, and scaling that firm after serving as the global head of brand marketing, public relations, and communications at Susan G. Komen. Linda forged an earlier career as an entrepreneurial and forward-thinking marketing executive on the cutting edge of brand marketing. When Linda served as the global head of marketing for YPO, she developed her passion for bringing inspiring leaders together to create opportunity, discover possibility, and solve problems. Today, we're going to focus on the important topic of women entrepreneurship and touch on trends that we have witnessed in the post-pandemic environment. Welcome, Linda. It's a great pleasure to have you here today. We did that same report and recently even just a follow-up at 15 months of women entrepreneurship around the world. They felt that they needed help not only with financing, but also with digital skills. They felt that there is a huge digital divide that interferes with their ability to succeed in this ecosystem. And then similarly, legal skills and negotiation arbitration skills.
Absolutely. Those are two requests at the top of the list all the time is, to be an effective leader, you have to be a digital marketer. You have to understand the digital ecosystem. You have to understand how to position yourself for success across every digital platform. And you need advisory services, financial advisory services, legal advisory services that are cutting edge, that are more than just routine sort of diagnosis and assessment. You need really informative and impactful advice and guidance in both the legal realm and the financial realm in order to be competitive. And I would say that, another concern that we have is not only the skills that women need to compete effectively, only 12% of venture capitalists are women. So part of what we also have to do is think about the VC firms that don't have any female partners. Much of the responsibility, I believe, for boosting diversity in the startup world lies in bringing in more diversity into investment firms. With more women being represented in VC firms, more women entrepreneurs, I think would be considered favorably. So we definitely need to stay sharp in terms of our skills, but we also need to be aware of the fact that there is unintentional and intentional bias, even in being able to access the kind of funding that we need within the VC world. And I would also suggest that networking is also extremely useful to connect entrepreneurs to investors. Women entrepreneurs often experience kind of limited, gender biased access to established social and business networks. And that creates less access to knowledgeable mentors, to capital expansion. And that comes through in the way that most VCs socialize, late night after hours events and happy hours and on the golf course and at local bars. And we've got to allow women to have the same access to networking opportunities without the very subtle gender biases that are currently at play. Because finding both VC firms that respect women's market knowledge and finding opportunities to connect to VCs, to entrepreneurs in networking environments is just absolutely critical.
What can women do, and when is the optimal time to increase their rate of success? I think that's one of the things we hear all the time. Women say, should I have more academic training? Should I have more mentors? Should I have more coaching before I even open my company? Or should I start and then have an ongoing coach?
I would say that it's easy to get into paralysis by analysis for sure, but it is also critical that you understand your marketplace. So in my mind, you absolutely have to understand your competitive set. You have to understand the market conditions. You have to understand your ideal client. You have to understand your offering and how it is sustainably differentiated from your competitors. And you also have to learn from other entrepreneurs that have been really successful, that embody the level of success that you're looking for. Learn from them about the best ways to build successful businesses and vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystems. You know, all entrepreneurs need someone to look up to and to get guidance from when it comes to something as routine as launching a product to something as nerve-wracking as approaching investors. And for women, that often means talking to female founders and business leaders who have overcome the particular obstacle that they're facing or have achieved a level of success that they're hoping to emulate. So helping female mentors carve out the time from their schedules to be supportive to new founders is absolutely vital. And for those new founders, being able to get access to those entrepreneurs that have overcome obstacles, overcome challenges, introduced really innovative new products or repositioned products or entered into new markets or been able to secure venture capital funding, being able to get time with those mentors and being able to really hear from them about what they did on their journey, real time in real life, to make that turn and to be able to achieve the level of success that they're hoping for, I think is absolutely vital. And I think it's important for every single woman to be able to have the tools and the skills necessary to overcome unintentional or intentional discrimination. And honestly, that starts with being fearless and being resilient, fully exploring all the potential options to be seen and to be heard.
RevExpo Studio.